All right, guys. Yeah, so welcome to Training Tuesday. I'm glad that you could see the slide progressions here. Let's go back a little bit. So this training is intended for training purposes, this presentation we're going to go over. For any technical specifications, products mentioned, please look at DaytonSuperior.com. I want to go over a couple little housekeeping. You, as well as myself, apparently have been muted so that there's no disruptions. Now that you can hear me, then everything is good to go. So for those of you who don't know my voice, I am Heidi Reese, and I am the Training Programs Manager here at Dayton Superior. We are going to have a question-answer session at the end of this Zoom call. You can, however, even though you're muted, go ahead and put those into the chat functionality through Zoom, and we can get those answered definitely at the end for you, just so we can get them all lined up. As a reminder, these presentations are recorded, and they're placed out on the Dayton Superior YouTube channel, as well as the DaytonSuperior.com. Just search for Training Tuesday, and you can find both the registration link as well as all of the past recordings. Okay, so who is Dayton Superior? We are the leading provider of engineered solutions for the concrete construction industry. We specialize in forming and chemicals, engineering solutions, accessories, and of course, training. We have Simon's Forming Shoring, concrete repair and restoration, bridge deck, rebar splicing, precast and tilt-up construction. Along with that, we have chemical solutions that are specifically formulated to meet the design specifications in both new construction as well as your retrofit and repair needs. We have the largest, most experienced engineering and sales team in the industry that offers world-class customer service and 24-hour ordering and account status. So we're really excited to be able to provide you with a one-stop shop of all the things. Today, we're going to be talking about superior product reliability, and we're going to go over how we provide quality products to our customers through the organization that we have here for quality, load rating and functional testing, what are and how do you get material certs and certification letters on products, our new RETA certification program that we offer customers, and our product accreditations. So our subject matter expert here with me, sitting right next to me, is Bill Drury, and he is the Quality Engineer Manager for Dayton Superior. So Bill graduated from the University of Cincinnati. What is that, Bill, you said? Go Bearcats?
Go Bearcats.
Yeah. And he's got a BS in Mechanical Engineering along with a master's degree in Manufacturing Management from Kettering University. He has been with Dayton Superior for 25 years, first as a manufacturing engineer at our Miamisburg location, then working throughout many of our other locations to really round his knowledge of the process out. So I first met Bill in his role at Dayton Superior as a product engineer, and he was working with testing and new product development, and he did that for a number of years. And then he moved on to his current role of Quality Engineering Manager that really touches upon so many different areas of the business. He has taken from all of his other roles to understand testing, maintaining, and certifying our products. So Bill, I'm eager to learn more about our quality practices and some of what you and your team handle to make Dayton Superior so great.
All right, thank you, Heidi, for the introduction, and I'm hiring you as my personal agent.
Excellent.
As Heidi mentioned, I'm here to tell you about some of the activities and programs that Dayton Superior maintains to ensure quality and reliability on our products for all of our customers. As you well know, many of our products are used in applications that involve risk. These include forming, lifting, placement, and connection of concrete and steel members. Based on input from the field interactions with customers over the years, I'd like to cover a portion of programs that we get the most questions on. As you would expect, Dayton Superior has a quality team so that we can provide superior product reliability to our customers. We have a domestic team based in Miamisburg with additional members at each of our manufacturing locations to take care and ensure compliance for products that are produced at our facilities or sourced domestically. Additionally, we also have an overseas team of Dayton employees. I'd like to emphasize they are Dayton employees, consisting of supplier quality engineers, and they're based in Shanghai. These folks are responsible for ensuring compliance for our product that's sourced internationally. Our domestic quality team provides the standard quality functions that you would expect from any quality organization. As you can see the details of these functions on this slide. Later on, I'll be going over some functional testing, load testing, material certifications. I'm going to emphasize those for you. As you can see, the overseas team has similar functions as the domestic team. Obviously, there's more risk involved because the product has to ship a very long distance and has a longer lead time. This group performs additional tasks to make sure quality is maintained. I'm also emphasizing that our team in China visits suppliers where they provide on-site inspections of our products. They're also involved in the initial sourcing activities and the approval of the supplier and the manufacturing processes. The overseas team also maintains quality records and metrics on all these items that are easily accessible as we need them. I'd like to talk about product testing. A large portion of our products are load rated, which means they must handle specific load capacity. Each of these products are load tested. This ensures the integrity of the material and the manufacturing process. This is especially true for our welded and forged products. Where applicable, we perform other functional testing. Some key products include snap ties and loop ties, and additionally rebar impalement protection caps. And as an FYI, there are other functional test products I'm not covering here today. Here are some examples of load test setups for our welded products at various Dayton sites. Additionally, here's some samples of some of our forged products. These include Swift Lift Anchor, End Anchor, and DBDI. An interesting and key functional test is a sandbag drop for the PC110 rebar protection cap. This simulates tossing a 250-pound person 10 foot onto a piece of rebar with a cap. I'm going to show a quick video of this test. You guys will find this one. It's very interesting. There we go. My tech is about ready to yank the chain and watch this. This is cool. Boom! And no one got impaled like when McGarrett tossed somebody over a building on OI-50.
Oh, that's good.
Look at this quick video. Here's a loop tie that we're testing here. As you can see, the tie is designed to break off about a quarter of a turn in a wall. These tests are conducted on snap ties and loop ties. Ties are typically fixtured in a vise and simulate the function of breaking the tie after the concrete is poured and properly cured. All right, material certs and certifications. These are a big requirement in our industry, and my team is involved in the daily requests of each of these items that we are about to review. Material certs typically show chemical and physical properties of the steel or any other similar material we happen to use. These show compliance to the proper ASTM or material spec, and also are known as material test reports or MTRs. Certificate of compliances that we provide state that our materials meet either an internal specification, an industry standard, or any other requirement. We typically provide a Made in America or a certificate of compliance for most of our products when requested, but can do special request letters as you need. Please contact your CSR and they'll be able to provide you with these separately. Our process for obtaining certification is shown here. All right, here's our standard Made in America / certificate of compliance to our specifications listed in our handbook and technical data sheets. One I provided here is of a typical coil loop insert product. These will print automatically with the material cert package when it's requested to be sent to the customer. Here's another common cert letter. This is the OSHA certificate of compliance for our lifting hardware and inserts. Typically, customers come back and request a revised cert letter at the beginning of each year from us. A link to these is also posted on our website on the specific product page. So if you would type in in this case, a P91S or any of these other products, you'll get a link to this. Another commonly provided or requested proof letter CERT is for our lifting hardware. I do want to point out it's very important to request this when ordering new lifting hardware at the time of your order. That way we can document the serial numbers and get that to you right away. Just as a note, I'd like to explain the difference. If you're buying new units, the in-service date on that CERT will be the date that we ship those to you. If you're renting units, the in-service date on the CERT will be the last certification date. And you can see the example here. Here's a big one that we get continuously, and we usually do a couple of these a day. It's the American Iron and Steel Act, known as the AIS letter. It's very specific and requires the formal project name and project number along with the manufacturing or sourcing location. This letter cannot be provided generically for a product without this information, or the letter will be rejected by the job site inspector. So occasionally we receive requests for these products without a sales order. We can't provide that letter without the pertinent information. All right, here I'd like to show you what's included with the typical material CERT package. Typically, you will receive a top sheet with a line item details, showing what's shipped, a cover sheet, and the material CERT for each line item. Then a standard CERT of compliance for the product will be provided if applicable. All right, I'd like to talk about a new certification program for customer-owned lifting hardware. I'm kind of doing a sales function here. We have been soft launching this program over the last year. This is a program that recertifies customer-owned lifting hardware, and that has been requested by our customers. In this slide, you can see that. In this slide, you can see the typical hardware that's requested. We can do others, but these are the typical 4 that we get. On your screen, you'll basically see a high-level process flow. In the next few screens, I'll be getting into details about it. As part of the program, we'll inspect the key features like we do in our rental yards for Dayton-owned hardware. We'll also verify if the unit is usable, repairable, or damaged beyond repair. If it requires repairs, we'll obtain consent from you, the customer, to repair as required. Once we confirm that the product meets our specifications, we'll go ahead and proof load and recertify the product. This slide shows some of the inspections and typical repairs performed. All right. And here is the proof load process in a typical load test machine we have at Dayton Superior. Basically, we hook the part up, load it up to 200 pounds, 200% of safe working load. We'll inspect for yielding and document any results.
So Bill, real quick, does the part go in the middle there? Is there a part in that picture?
There is a T120 in that picture with the chain taken off, and it's actually hooked onto a simulated lifting anchor.
Okay.
And then we simulate the pole to match the function in the field.
Fantastic.
All right, on this last slide, we have examples of the reports and CERT letters that'll be included in your recertification. You'll get both of these with the program. All right, accreditations. We are commonly asked about accreditation, so I want to share information about this. This is one of our main accreditations. IAPMO is the uniform evaluation service that tests products to make sure they meet all coding standards. Dayton Superior primarily uses IAPMO as our accreditation on our products. Information about the agency approvals can be provided to you if requested. Let's go ahead and look at some of the Dayton Superior products that are accredited by IAPMO. Our mechanical splices are accredited under ESR 319. IAPMO uses a division letter for the reports, so you'll see evaluation reports starting with ESR or UEL. This is how they organize the certifications. These include taper lock couplers, bar lock couplers, and our famous DBDI forge coupler system. Our primary end anchorage products are covered under ESR 245. These are paper lock end anchors, bar lock end anchors, and our D158 series forged end anchors. I like to note also that you can have a DB or DI end added to the forged on the end of the anchors, and they're covered, still covered under this accreditation. Our latest product being listed is grout sleeve system. This is covered under UEL 5017, and this requires that you use both the grout sleeve and the grout together for the system. I'd also like to note the primary requirements for the listing. Dayton Superior has links to these reports as well on the website that you can download as required. These are typically linked to the product page on DaytonSuperior.com.
And we update them every year. I used to do that for you, right?
Yes, you do. Product traceability. Why is product traceability important? We need to be able to know when and where a product was manufactured. We also need to know which material it is made from based on some of the job requirements that are provided by the customer. And if there happens to be an issue with a product, we can trace back to the source and remediate quickly if necessary. Where it's feasible, we'll have a lot number, serial number, any other sort of ID mark stamped on the product. If it's not feasible, then we'll have to use the label for all the information. Let's go ahead and look at the label now. Here's an example of one of our lot track product labels. We do system lot tracking on, formal system lot tracking on splicing, chemicals, and other key products that involve risk. Key information is the product lot, lot date, and material lot. As a side note, if we have a non-formal lot track product, we'll have a different number such as a work order, purchase order, or some other ID number in the lot track field. And with a lot track on the packing slip, a formal lot track, it'll show your lot numbers on the packing slip and CERT cover page as well. Now I'm going to hand it back over to Heidi to talk through resources that are available to you.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Okay,
I found this on the web.
So, as Siri said, they found it on the web. Handbooks, tech data sheets, safety data sheets, certifications, engineering services, product pages, you name it. They're all out there, so even the products that we talked about, that Bill talked about, we've got all that information out there. In addition, we have the certifications that he talked about, the letters, and then we have a who to call, sales technical customer service contact sheet. So you see the image there with the map. We have one for the Dayton Superior side of the business as well as Simon's. And you click on that and it'll tell you who your technical service rep for, if it's precast, for your region, as well as your sales and customer service representatives. So do you require some additional training? These Training Tuesdays are, they're giving you a little bit of everything, a real quick blurb, 30 minutes can only do so much. But if you need customized training and you want to get in touch with us, you can either email us, and that's the us is Chuck and myself, Heidi, at training@DaytonSuperior.com, or go ahead and scan that QR code right there on your screen right now and fill out a form that'll just, real quick, tell us what you want, and we'll be in touch with you to try to figure out exactly what is needed and get you your information. So, like I said before, we also provide all of the Training Tuesdays out there on our YouTube channel. They are also organized on our website, so they're easy to get to. And you can make that look there and see the ones that you might need. We've got all kinds of things. We've got like 56 of them out there now, so that's pretty exciting. So with that, if you guys want to go ahead and put in any questions that you might have for the chat functionality, we'll go ahead and get those answered for you. So while you're doing that, just a reminder, this has been recorded, and I'll let you know a little bit later that it's out there online, so you can re-listen to it if you need to. And any information that you might need, feel free to email at training@DaytonSuperior.com. We can get you in the right hands for any questions. The contact sheet that I just talked about, any kind of technical questions, there's the ability to get a hold of someone for that as well. Doesn't look like there's any questions. So just a reminder that each week we do this every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, new topics, different presenters, and that is all I have. So thank you, Bill. I appreciate you taking the time to put this together and talk through with us. Thank you, Drew, for letting me know that I wasn't being heard. I'm sure that wasn't a big deal at the beginning. And thank you, guys on the phone, for joining, and I hope to see you next week. Thanks.